Hi guys, I'm Glenyce Hughes, the radio show host for Living in the Magic of Possibilities, and of course this weekly TV show. Today we are at the beautiful private beach, a secluded beach, Turtle Grove I think it's called, somewhere just outside of Cairns, Australia, that we brought a helicopter to. How does it get any more magical than this? I'm just so thrilled. It was such a phenomenal ride out here, and we were able to see the reef from way above, and oh my gosh, is it gorgeous. And then to be here for a couple of hours with our own little setup and our own chairs and champagne and snacks, and wow, I wonder what other magic I can create. So today's show, I want to talk about what cheapness gets you. And one of the things that I used to do when I was creating drama trauma with money is I would always I would always choose to find the best deal, whatever was cheapest. It didn't matter what it meant, as long as it was the cheapest and I didn't overpay, which means for airfare. So lots of times there's the airfare that you can go direct and you pay more usually, and then there's airfare that you can have a stop or two that you pay less. There's airfare that if you fly in the night often you pay less, and all of these sorts of things that I would spend hours looking for the best deal, the cheapest option, so that I ensured that I didn't overpay. And it's so funny, you guys, because if I really look at that, it was a way to ensure I didn't receive what I could receive. And this may or may not be relevant to you, or may not fit for you. If you do that, do check in. Don't assume it's this way, but I certainly, when I looked at it for myself, finally, years later, it really was that. It was about me ensuring I didn't receive. So if I was going to take a nice little, weekend vacation to a spa, then I would spend 16 hours trying to find the best deal, which then by the time the spa came, it wasn't that fun. I'd really exhausted it all, instead of being, the question I ask now is, what is going to contribute the most to me, my body, and the planet? Because there's a bunch of different ways that Hubby and I could have seen the barrier reef from a helicopter, and could have went in a group, could have went via a tour, could have, there's so many ways. And when I looked at all the options and saw, private helicopter, private beach, my body just lit up, yes, yes, yes. And I know that I could probably have spent hours trying to find a cheaper way, another way. I could have went in the group, I could have left at 6 a.m., I could have done all of these things, but really, none of those would contribute, and none of those allowed me to receive this gift that I have received. And it really is a big part of looking at how much of the deal are you looking so you don't receive what you can truly receive. And I'm not telling you this so that you go out and you buy the most expensive everything all the time. It's not. It's not about that, but it's what is going to contribute the most? And actually last February, a year ago now, I was in London, and one of the things that I would often do when I flew was I would wait until I checked in to upgrade to first class, because that usually meant thousands of dollars off the ticket. And so when I was in London, I went on to check in and to upgrade, of course, and there was no option to do that. It was it was blacked out, I couldn't click the link. And I was horrified. I was horrified so much that I emailed my travel agent and said, hey, you need to help me. So she phoned Air Canada. They couldn't do anything. The only thing that they suggested I do is when I checked in the next morning, that's in person, then I could request it there. And I cannot tell you the crazy I went to. So this is the exact opposite, except it's it's the exact same energy. I went into the crazy. I went into the distraction. I went into, oh my gosh, I don't want to fly 8 hours in economy. Oh, I can't do, and all of that crazy, which is the same as searching 16 hours for the best deal. It's the same energy. And, talk to some friends. They really gave me some great questions to ask and really had my own awareness that, wow, yeah, this is crazy. And what is going to contribute the most? And as soon as I asked that, it was crazily enough economy. Can you believe it? I was like, no way. And it was so evident. And of course, it was so evident in the universe having my back, not allowing me to upgrade in the first place. So I kept asking, what would it take for the plane ride home to be more fun, phenomenal, and rewarding than I never imagined possible? Got to the airport, still having to clear my crazy because I'm thinking, I don't want to go to economy. I've sat in the back of the plane. It's not fun. And yet it was so light. So I chose it. I got on. Where my seat was, the stewardess, when we were taking off, sat right in front of me in her little seat. And we just hit it off. We had so much fun. And the guy in the seat across the aisle from me, him and I hit it off. And so the three of us, we had so much fun. And what was so cool is she loved us so much that she treated us like we were in first class. She brought us the little gift bags. She brought us all the drinks we wanted, everything. It was like we were in first class. And the seat that I had, it was so phenomenal. And when I look at that now, it was kind of the awareness that I required for me to go, no, the answer isn't always first class. Just like the answer wasn't never first class. It's what is going to contribute the most. There may be a time where it's going to contribute the most to do something different than the way you do it. What I would like all of us to do is to be in question of what is going to create the most, what's going to contribute the most, and follow that expansiveness, not based on the money you have. And I'm also not telling you to go get a credit card or get into credit card debt because it was most expensive. Not from that place, but from, hey, you know what, it is the most expensive maybe it is to fly first class. Body, would you like to fly first class? What's it going to take? Can you contribute to that? So that you're creating it together. Your body would love to gift you and contribute to and create with you. If it's going to create more for you to choose something, your body will contribute to you if you allow it, if you ask for it, if you drop those barriers so you can receive it. Yeah. So what is it that is going to create more? What is it that's going to contribute more for you in your life and your living? Is there something you've been putting off doing? Is there something you've been putting off buying? Is there some place you've been putting off visiting? Like, please, this is so phenomenal. And maybe travel isn't your thing, and that's totally cool. It doesn't have to be. But look at if there is a way that you're doing cheapness to ensure you don't receive, and what would it take to change that? I wonder what it would be like to live in a world where everybody chose what was going to create the most for the planet and what was going to contribute the most for the planet. And we are the planet, guys, and the planet is us. We are one. So if it's going to contribute to the planet, I can guarantee it will contribute to you. Yeah. So I am off to sit with hubby in our cool little spot that they've set up for us with our bubbly and our yumminess, and enjoy and receive the contribution that this beautiful planet Earth is for each and every one of us. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you listen to this week's radio show. Thank you, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.